As a hitter, a lot of our success at the plate, or just our ability to hit the ball hard, is going to come from how good and consistent our timing is. You can have the best mechanics in the world. You could be taught by Shohei Ohtani, Barry Bonds, Manny Ramirez, Babe Ruth. You could have the greatest hitting coach have perfect mechanics, but if you don't have good timing in the box, good rhythm in the box, it's going to be impossible for you to ever become a good hitter. The whole point of hitting is being able to put this barrel at the point where the baseball is crossing that path and hit it as hard as you can into the field. In the simplest terms, that's all baseball is. No matter how good your swing is mechanically, if you can't get there at the right time, you're not going to hit. Our timing as a hitter is going to be dictated by the pitcher. He is trying to throw our timing off. That is the job of a pitcher. That's why they mix up speeds. They throw change-ups, curveballs. That's why they mix up their tempo, how quick they go through their wind-up, how quick they go through their stretch, what kind of tempo they have on their leg lift. All of those things are variables that a pitcher is trying to use to mess up our timing. For us as a hitter, if we're just in sync with that pitcher, then we're going to give ourselves a good shot at having good timing. And I say that because not every single swing are we going to have good timing, and that's the beautiful art of baseball, the chess match of baseball between the hitter and the pitcher, is that sometimes, majority of the time, a lot of times, you're not going to have good timing. Your good timing is the good swing you put on the ball and you hit a rocket into the field. But other than that, you might be a tad late, a tad early, and that's why you may miss a ball or foul it off. When we're in the box, from personal preference, and again, this is personal preference, some guys do this, some guys don't do it. For me to begin creating good timing with the pitcher, I like to have a little bit of a rock in my swing, just back and forth through my lower half. I was set with my hands, I was real quiet, but my lower half had a little bit of a rock back and forth with it. This was so that once the pitcher started his motion, me going back was in sync with him. So that once he was getting ready to deliver the ball, I was back, able to get loaded, and now I'm ready to gather and explode to the baseball. I'm going to show you what the universal rule is on being late with your timing. So the first one is going to be us being late. At this point, the pitcher's lifting his leg, and now he's throwing the ball, and now I'm coming up ready to hit. So in my stance, leg goes up, pitcher throws it, I swing. I'm swinging when the ball's already right there. I'm getting down and the pitch is already past my bat. Now I'll show you a good timing example. Again, I'm in my stance. He's starting to bring his leg up, peak of the leg lift. I'm down right as he's releasing the ball. 2 cues for you to follow that can help you with the timing. First off, the slower you're able to go into your gather movement and have more control of that move, that coil, is the popular word, but then the forward move or the move getting back down, we don't want to jump and lunge at the ball. We want to be soft on that front foot. But the slower we can walk through that and go through that, the more time we're going to have to be able to get started on the pitcher early, him release the ball, and pick up the baseball before we're down ready to hit. Because I'm not having as much of a herky-jerky type movement going up and down. And I see a lot of hitters. I have young players that hit with me, high school, youth guys, that they have big leg kicks. And they will get in the habit of taking the leg up and just jamming it down. So they're not consistent with their body weight distribution and where their stride is because they're so jabby with their stride length and with their foot. So the slower you can go, the more under control you're going to be, and the less your head and your eyes are going to move, and it's going to make it easier to be able to pick up the ball. The second cue I want you to remember, when you get up to basically your highest point or the peak of your load, even if you're a small tap guy, I want you to feel you're at that point. I can hold it for just a sec. You're at that point at launch when he's releasing the ball. So he's releasing it, I'm ready to swing. Releasing, I'm ready to swing. And I don't know if you guys can notice when I'm doing that, I'm still in control of my weight, even with this being a smaller step. Like I can balance on that back foot for basically a second or two, right? Just briefly, it's not up and back down. So that's what I mean by having control. But if I could be at launch where all I have to do is go back down when he's releasing the ball, that's going to put me on time because it's going to happen so fast that as he's releasing, I'm balanced and I'm ready to fire because I'm picking up the ball, picking up the spin, and making the decision if I want to swing or not. So if you're looking to have help with your timing. Try these 2 cues, and I hope they help you out. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me how they worked for you. I hope to see you in a future video.